Sevick Opus 1, Book 1, number 17, which is some very tricky double stops. And sometimes it's good to shoot for the moon. It looks a little scary, and your left hand might freak out a little bit just looking at this. But it's good to challenge yourself. And if you have the right feeling and the right philosophy, you might survive that challenge. When I was younger, I was a grinder of Sevick. I just piled through it and just did it as a kind of duty. But I'm not sure how much I grew through it. I think I grew in sideways ways, in ways that weren't direct. Just the sheer bulk of it helped me to grow. However, I'm older and wiser now, and I don't think of it in that way. But if you do the repeats, which I didn't do, always do the repeats. This is a very good thing. I like to, first of all, just reestablish a gentle feeling against the neck of the viola and the fingerboard, to grab it gently and find my frame. This is not going to be good. This will be better. Sinking that first finger down. Okay, and then maybe instead of just beginning and playing the black ink exactly as it appears, to sort of remind ourselves of what we're trying to accomplish here is to play difficult things with ease. So to play it with very, very light left-hand fingers, which will sound a bit funny. So I'm going to play them like they're all harmonics. You'll see even though I was really attempting not to make the right sound at first, my ears sort of demanded that it sound a bit better. And so it went from sounding very airy and diffuse at first to becoming a little more clear. But I remain ever amazed at how lightly one can press with the left hand and still get tone. It remains continually amazing to me because I think that one must press very hard to make a good sound with the left hand. But this is not true. So I like to start with the harmonics, playing harmonic fingers, which are very, very light. And then maybe to go back again and bring the finger in ever so slightly more deeply into the string, so I get a little bit more of the sound that we ultimately want. We go through that. My feeling in my left hand is, if you have harmonics on the one end of the spectrum and then pressing very hard and deeply into the fingerboard on the other end, the feeling is right about here. Harmonics is too light, but the right feeling is right about here. And you'll notice, if you're very perceptive, I made a couple mistakes in there, but that's okay. The important thing, especially if you're a perfectionist, is that you keep going. You keep going and you will learn as you go. So start with the harmonic-y fingers. Start with the right hand shape, which is more like this and less like this, with the first and second fingers reaching back. And don't be concerned if you have trouble with a particular bar and you just can't figure out. Move beyond. You will learn eventually. Trust that if you cannot yet do it, there will be a day when you can. So don't be afraid.